No fourth wave. No, no.
No, let's just go vaccine, go. That's what we really need
So
to do.
tomorrow it's 40 and over, right, Mark?
It's supposed to be, yeah. So I'm gonna, when I wake up, I'll probably look if I can sign up, you know? So.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, our son Steven signed up for the wait list, so he figures if he's 20 minutes away from anywhere, he's gonna go wherever.
Yeah.
He can get an appointment or a vaccine, I should say.
Well, we should just run over to Messina and get them because they probably have lots there.
Yeah, good luck getting over the.
Yeah, there's always something, eh?
Well, if you have your First Nations card.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is Julie joining us, Josh?
Really?
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right. Is there anything that's a little bit tight or stiff? Anything that you guys want to like stretch?
No.
No. Your
hamstring?
Oh, no, I don't want to stretch my hamstrings anymore. I did that yesterday.
Whatever you think, sir.
You don't be answering for me. Answer for yourself.
I've got lots of problems, but anyway.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to shoulder like the responsibility of stretching something, right?
It's all good. I think you had your plans already for today.
Yeah, so I wanted to start with like the first part. We'll do Shavasana and do a nice body scan. So just breathing in, I'll guide you guys through that. And then we'll go into reclined butterfly after that. And then we'll do the breath exercise of like in for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 4, hold for 2. And yeah, and then we'll go in and then we'll start moving on into some poses to low back, hips. Very nice and relaxing and
great. Sounds good.
Sunday night, all right.
If I fall asleep, just put a blanket on top of
it.
All right, sir.
All right, well, let's start in Shavasana. And as you make your way into Shavasana, just allowing your body to begin to melt into your mat. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. And with every inhale and exhale, allow your body to begin to settle. Letting your mind begin to calm. And taking this opportunity this evening to check in with yourself and notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body's feeling. Drawing your awareness to your feet. Breathing into your feet. All the way to your toes. Breathing into your ankles. Allowing them to soften with your exhale. Breathing into your calves, and into your shins. Breathing into your knees. Letting them soften with your exhale. Breathing into your hamstrings and into your quadriceps. Breathing into your hips and into your glutes. Letting any tension dissolve. Letting your hips settle a little bit more. Breathing into your low spine and into your abdomen. Breathing into your mid-spine, into your chest, and into your upper spine. Breathing into your shoulders. Letting them soften with your exhale. Breathing into your biceps and into your triceps. Breathing into your elbows. Letting any tension dissolve. Breathing into your forearms and into your wrists. Breathing into your hands, all the way to your fingertips. Breathing into your neck and into your throat. Letting them soften with your exhale. Breathing into your scalp and into your forehead. Letting any tension dissolve with your exhale. Breathing into your jaw. Letting it soften with your exhale. Breathing into your cheeks and into your eyes. And take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, let it all go. Letting your body surrender a little bit more. Letting your body fully relax. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to float by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. Letting your body soften a little bit more. And take a few moments to set an intention for your practice this evening. Something you wish to receive from your class. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. And on your next inhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest, taking your time. Giving them a nice gentle squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then drawing the soles of your feet together, coming into reclined butterfly. And you can always go a little bit more intense by drawing your heels closer into your body, or you could draw them away to soften the intensity. You could always slide blocks or cushion underneath your knees. And drawing your right hand onto your abdomen and your left hand onto your heart. And breathing into your hips. Letting any sensations soften with your exhale. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen with every inhale and exhale. Allowing your shoulders to soften. And we'll move into our breath exercise. So take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, let it all go. Then inhale for 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for a count of 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it all go. Letting your body return back to its normal rhythm of breath. Notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels. And on your next inhale, slowly draw your hands underneath your knees as you gently help them up. Then drawing your knees back into your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. And from here, opening up to happy baby, grab the outside of your feet. Open your knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Then draw your knees back into your chest, letting them sway from the right to the left. Gently letting your knees fall to your left side or to your right side, coming into fetal position. We'll take a couple breaths here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. On your next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up and making your way to tabletop position, nice and slow. Taking your time. Stacking your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And we'll move into a little bit of cat-cow. So on the inhale, drop your belly, pull your chin forward. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands, round your spine. On your next inhale, drop your belly, pull your chin forward. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands, round your spine. On your next inhale, try to open up your shoulders a little bit more. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands, round your spine, tucking your chin in a little bit deeper. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, Maybe you draw your eyes up a little bit higher. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands, round your spine, tucking your tailbone in a little bit deeper. Last one, inhale, try to open up your shoulders a little bit more. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands, round your spine, tucking your tailbone and chin in just a little bit deeper. Then coming back to neutral spine. And from here, we're going to open up into wide knee child's pose. So open your knees as wide as your mats. Draw your big toes together and send your hips back. You can walk your hands out a little bit forward, or you can always take your hands to the side, whatever you feel comfortable. You could slide a cushion in or a pillow underneath your chest. But allow your hips to settle. Your shoulders to soften. Keeping your breath nice and deep. Nice deep inhales. And nice exhales. With every exhale, trying to allow your body to soften a little bit more. Notice if you're holding any tension in your neck or in your shoulders. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling in your hips. Letting your breath bring ease. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, can you allow your body to soften a little bit more? Allow your hips to settle. And if your mind wanders or drifts or gets a little distracted, just letting that go. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it all out. And then slowly begin to come back to tabletop position. So gently walking your hands back up. Drawing your knees together underneath your hips. And from here, we're going to move into Sphinx pose. So begin to walk your hands out, allowing your body to rest. And then from here, drawing your elbows underneath your shoulders, releasing your toes, removing any tension from your legs. Allow your eyes to close. And take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, breathe into any sensations that you might be feeling in your spine. Maybe you feel a little bit in your shoulders. Maybe you need to adjust your elbows to make it a little bit more comfortable. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, draw your chin into your chest. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, can you draw your chin a little bit closer? Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. On your next inhale, slowly draw your chin back up. And on your exhale, draw your right ear to your right shoulder. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, draw your ear a little bit closer to your shoulder. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. On your next inhale, draw your chin back to center. And on your exhale, draw your left ear to your left shoulder. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, can you draw your ear a little bit closer to your shoulder? Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. On your next inhale, slowly draw your chin back to center and lift it back up to neutral. So the option to stay here in Sphinx pose, or maybe you come into seal pose by turning your hands up to the edges of your mat. Begin to press into the palms of the hands as you straighten your elbows. Draw your shoulders back and down. Notice if you picked up any tension in your legs, allowing them to soften. Breathing into any new sensations that you might be feeling in your spine. Maybe you feel a little bit mobile in your spine today and you can walk your hands up a little bit closer to your body. Take a couple more breaths here. Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Slowly begin to lower down. As you draw your hands together and allowing your forehead to rest on the top of your hands. Allow your shoulders to soften. Removing any tension from your neck. Letting your spine begin to release. Take a few moments to notice the sensations that you're feeling. Take 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. On your next inhale, slowly draw your hands underneath your shoulders as you push up to tabletop position. And now keeping your knees together, release your toes. We'll come into closed knee child's pose. So sitting back on your feet. And you can either walk your elbows to your knees, or you can take your hands to your feet. And then from here, tucking your chin, rolling your spine. And if your forehead doesn't rest on your mat, you can always slide a block or a cushion just to remove tension from your neck. Allow your shoulders to soften. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling. Letting your breath bring softness to those areas. Letting your body settle a little bit more into this posture. We'll take a few more breaths here. Letting your body settle a little bit more. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. And then on your next inhale, slowly begin to roll out as you come back to tabletop position. We're going to come into our downward facing dog so we can set up for pigeon pose. So planting your hands underneath your shoulders, curling your toes under. On your next inhale, send your knees up and then your hips back. And take a few moments here to pedal out your feet nice and slow. Bending one knee, then the opposite. Maybe gently rotating your hips a little bit. Eventually drawing both heels down to the mat. On your next inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. Then exhale, come into pigeon pose. So draw your right knee to your right wrist, your right ankle to your left. Release the toes. Inhale, walk your hands up to set the hips. And on your exhale, begin to walk your hands out. And maybe you start on the palms of your hands. Maybe you come down onto your forearms. Or maybe you let your body rest all the way down onto your mats. Allowing your right hip to release. Removing any tension from your left leg. And take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, can you walk your hands out a little bit further? Letting your left hip settle your right hip settle a little bit more. Notice if you're holding any tension in your neck, in your jaw, in your shoulders. Letting your breath soften those areas. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, can you walk your fingertips out maybe a little bit further? Or maybe you've reached your maximum this evening and that's all right too. Just listening to your body. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it all go. Then on your next inhale, slowly and gently begin to walk your hands up, taking your time. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it all go. Then planting your hands and curling your left toes, send your right leg back to your three-legged dog, giving it a little bit of a gentle shake. Maybe you circle your hip in one direction, circle your hip in the opposite direction, and release your right toes down onto your mat. Inhale, float your left leg high to the sky. And then exhale, come into pigeon pose on the other side. So drawing your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right. Release your right toes. Inhale, walk your hands up to set the hips. And on your exhale, begin to walk your hands out. And taking your time to arrive. Notice how your left hip feels. Maybe adjusting to make it feel a little bit more comfortable. Removing any tension from your right leg. And if your forehead's not resting on your mat, always slide a block or a cushion. Just to remove tension from your neck. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further? Letting your left hip settle a little bit more. Breathing into any sensations that you're feeling. Letting your breath bring ease. Letting your body settle a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further? Allowing your upper body to draw maybe a little bit closer to your mat. And notice any thoughts that might be rising up on this side. And gently acknowledging those thoughts. And then let them continue to pass by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Letting your body soften a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let it all go. Slowly begin to walk your hands up. Taking your time. Take a moment here to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it all go. Planting your hands, curling your right toes, centered left leg back to your three-legged dog. Giving it a little bit of a gentle shake. Maybe you circle your hip in one direction. Circle your hip in the opposite direction. Then lowering your knees down onto your mat. Kicking your feet to one side or another, coming into a seated position. And make sure your block is handy. We'll come into supported bridge. So planting your feet onto your mat and lower all the way down onto your back. Draw your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it all go. Then on your next inhale, shift your hips up high to the sky as you slide the block underneath your tailbone. And maybe you gently move it up, just finding that sweet spot. Allow your hips to settle. Allow your palms to face up. Allow your shoulders to soften. Notice if you're holding any tension in your glutes or in your hamstrings or your quadriceps. Just trying to allow them to soften. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders or in your neck. Allowing them to soften. Take a few more breaths here. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Let it all go. Then on your next inhale, slowly shift your hips up as you slide the block out from underneath. And then slowly lower your hips down to the mats. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it all go. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then opening your arms up into a T. And we'll flow through our twist. So take a deep breath in here. And on your exhale, slowly let your knees fall to your right. Then inhale, draw them back to center. And then exhale, let them gently fall to your left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, let them fall to your right. And we'll hold here. Drawing your left shoulder into the mat. Maybe you adjust your knees by drawing them a little bit closer or softening your knee bends. You can always slide a block underneath your knees for some support. Allow your shoulders to soften. Breathing into any areas that you might be feeling a little bit of sensation. Letting your breath bring softness. Letting your body settle a little bit more. On your next inhale, slowly draw your knees back up to center. And as we flow for a couple more times, so letting your knees gently fall to your left side. Inhale, draw your knees back up to center. As you let them fall gently to your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let your knees gently fall to your left side. And we'll hold here. Keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into your mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your body or you soften your knee bends. Allow your shoulders to soften. Breathing into any sensation that you're feeling on this side. Letting your breath bring softness. Letting your body relax a little bit more. On your next inhale, slowly draw your knees back up to center. And opening up to happy baby, grab the outside of your feet. Open your knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, open up to Shavasana, legs as wide as your mats. Palms to face up. Letting your body melt into your mats. Taking this opportunity to let go. Letting your body find rest. Letting your mind find peace. Take a few moments to scan over your body. And breathing into any area that you might be holding a little bit of tension. Letting your breath bring ease to those areas. Letting your body relax a little bit more. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. letting them continue to flow by. Drawing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales and your exhales. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Your mind to find a little bit more peace. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently moving your toes. Slowly waking up your body. And drawing your attention back to the room. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to draw your arms up and overhead. Taking your time. Then grabbing one wrist and gently pulling it to one side of the room, feeling the stretch in your side body. Release that wrist, grab your other wrist and gently pull it to your opposite side. Releasing that wrist, reach your hands to the very back of the room and your feet to the very front. On your next inhale, take a full body stretch, breathe in. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side, a little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction, circle your knees in the opposite direction, then letting your knees sway from the right to the left, gently letting your knees fall to your right side or to your left side, coming into fetal position, letting your head cradle into your arm, and offering breaths of gratitude. Grateful for your practice this evening, taking time to slow down, connecting with your body and with your breath. Take a few moments to reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then on your next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up to a seated position. Taking your time to arrive, keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands to heart center when you arrive. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it all go. On your next inhale, draw a gentle smile to your face. Exhale it all out. Take a few moments to thank your body for all the hard work it did today. I thank you and I'm humbled and blessed by your practice. Namaste. Wonderful work. As always,
That was really,
I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
I agree. I think there's something really special about doing a whole yoga. Like I did it, my eyes closed the entire time. There's something really neat about that. That I love it too.
Yeah, you're closing off the sensory overload of visual.
And what's really neat too is I got so tingly at one moment after I can't remember when it was. I could feel tingling and I thought, oh, it feels so good. Felt like I'd had a massage.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
good.
Well, because I think for so much we always are like climbing the mountain, right? Like we're always like, and I think I explained this to you guys before, but it's like your flow is like you're climbing the mountain, right? So you're always trying to like go upwards. And like that yin is like the internal, right? So it's like going into the caves and like kind of like crawling in, right? Getting yourself like in like shutting things out, right? And going more internal. So
Yeah, it's great. It's a great way to prepare for the week.
yeah.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
just
Oh, the pigeon. It's painful after so long. I can't take it.
But that's good though. That's good that you recognize that though, that you like get up when you need to and then you go back, because that's an awareness that some people don't have, right? Like they'll just lay in pain or push themselves, as opposed to being like, actually, you know what, this doesn't feel good. I'm going to take a moment to like come out of it and then to go back into it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I had to do
Yeah,
that.
you know what, George? You love seal. I think that's one of the positions I dislike the most. There's something about seal that I don't like. So when you said if you feel like I just stayed in Sphinx, I was like,
No,
I don't feel like going to seal today.
yeah, I don't mind seal. I like the recovery after. Yes.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Seal is good when you get to put your head down on your block.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you once more. That's great.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Lovely. Yeah.
Always, Mark.
Yeah. I appreciate
It's the best.
we hadn't done breathing in a while and it was a good timing to do it, I think. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah,
Cool.
I guess I needed the breathing today. I have to remind myself to breathe.
Breathe.
definitely. Well, have a great week. Enjoy yourselves.
You too.
You too, guys.
Thanks
Back
again.
morning.
Bye.
Good night, guys. See ya. Thanks.